Hi everybody, it's Rolex here once again with the part 15 update on Magic Find to Headhunter. In this part, I don't know what happened to my RNG. It's absolutely weird. Like right now, um, for about like 200 maps, past 200 maps, I got below average, like lower than average, like lower than it should have been for like nurse dropped and exalted orb as well. But exalted orb is kind of okay. I mean, it's fine. It drop here and there, but the nurse doesn't really drop at all. Like, what is happening? Uh, but I mean, to be fair though, I've been running. Like in this part, I've ran 50 maps of Scourge map, like 50 Scourge map. They're not really good. Like they're just some random. I think random reward because I don't really select reward. It's so too much. It's too much. Like selecting, and it also like well, I mean, it's boring to like all those things because I just crank on them, I just scourge them, and if they get it to tier 10, like whatever mods on it, I'm gonna try to run it. If none of my character can run it, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to try to sell it or maybe try to just like delete it or something. It doesn't really matter. But as you can see, like this character handled the Scourge map quite well. If there's no modifier that's like lose life per second or like take like trillions of damage when you shift in. So it's fine. It's working well enough. There's some bosses that I kill along those maps. Uh, most of them just got like deleted. Some of them that has like 60% less damage taken because of this Scourge mod, it's still gonna take less damage, and you're gonna have to spam your skill until it dies. So it doesn't really be a problem that much, but the drop is absolutely huge. You get a lot of splinter, you get a lot of like breach splinter, you get a lot of what is this, like legion splinter. So there's so much loot that you can get from these things, and you can also get like a lot of gems, 20% quality gems. I got 2 enlightens from it. This one part right here, I got like wonders. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like terrible, right? So it doesn't really matter. You still get a lot of loot from the Scourge map, even if it's like a gem, like a gem one, drop editor gems. Even drop editor uniques is still like somewhat good, because you can, roll getting some squire drop here and there if you know, get a luck or, have good luck or something like that. So we're gonna get into the results like real fast. And as you can see, I got a bunch of stuff like more than the average because Scush map give you way too much stuff, and I select all the splinter to show here, so I'm not affinity them. So, like some fossils here and there, I just like it doesn't really matter. Like these fossils, you're never gonna sell them. Maybe if you're trying to sell them, you have to have like maybe 100 to 200 of them and trying to sell them in bulk because selling one by one, nobody gonna buy from you. And there's a lot of bridgestone, I would say. I got like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. I got 13 normal bridgestone, and then I got one cellular bridgestone which probably sell for 130c now. So it's really amazing for these things if you get a lot of splinter. I also got a lot of stack deck from it. Just like throw them away as well because gamble them away, doesn't really matter. What about timeless? I got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 timeless splinter. One of them is the Malekith, which is probably around like 40c. It's not that good. The breach splinter is actually more money to be made there, more than the timeless emblem, because timeless emblem it's most likely going to be for the the leveling, the 5-way leveling stuff. And then I got a cool stuff here. Got winter gamble. It's gonna be divine. I'm gonna try to divine it to the point where it's sellable. and then Primordial Evidence. Then I had 2 mana reservation here, reservation efficiency for of skills, and then I got 2 Enlighten as I mentioned. I got a max roll Calm's Ruth with 5% maximum life implicit, but I scourged it and it has reduced movement speed, so this is kind of break. But if you if you can endurance the movement speed here and there, I think it's probably okay. It also have chaos resistant, pretty good, right? And then I got Prism Guardian with the maximum life. I think this one, if it's like maximum energy shield or something like that along those lines, it would probably be better, or even like plus level gem. But life is not bad. I mean, mana regeneration rate, it's kind of bad. I don't know. I never play, Aura Stacker after, they nerfed it. So I know this is a good one. Instrumentus for maximum roll on the attribute. So that's pretty huge. I think this one goes for maybe like 780 or maybe 1 exalt. I don't even know. And then I leveled my enhance to level 3. And I have all my enhance now, I think. Let's just corrupt them. We got the video for now, like 6 of them. I'm gonna try to corrupt all of them. Level 4 is what we're looking at. Probably gonna be really hard to get level 4. I got 1 level 4 here. Yeah, I got 1 level 4. So that's a big profit, I think, because if you sell on level 3, it's about 70C. So level 4 is 3.3 exalt. So it's a very, very good, for selling. And I'm probably not going to sell them because I only have 1. I'm probably going to try to use it on any other character. Level 3 with the corrupted version, it's about 40C. So they are, they're 40C, so it's still like 200C here. So that's pretty much it for the loot. And I think Scourge map is very, very strong for, like lootings and stuff. As you can probably see that I got a lot of stuff. I got 2 added lining, 20% quality. This is probably going to be like for the low-end character. I got a bunch of incubator that I'm probably going to try to run them as much as possible. But, if running more of these Scourge map, this is like only map that I can run on this character. But there's still more, more here. Some of them, that has lose life. Lose, what is this, like per second? While in nightmare, like lose life per second while in nightmare, life per second. Yeah, there's life per second here that any of my character cannot run. Like there's none that I can run because lose life, it's really, really big deal, and I don't have a character that has a lot of regen for it, or even a lot of overleach for it. So this is like pretty much break for me. But there's still a lot of things like take damage. I can run them with other characters, so there's still more to go here, but I'm probably not going to run them on the Magic Find character. So the next part is probably going to be this map, some of the Scourge map that I have left over for this character particularly, and then I'm going to run just run the tower map, which I probably have like unidentified here. So that's going to be it for the video and the plan for the next video. And I got 5 exalt drop for this run, and I got 1 exalt that I sold one of my impale gem, which I'm still leveling the new impale. I think it's really, really good gems to level because there's no awakened version of it. So this is the only thing that if you play a physical build, you have to go for impale. If you want to use impale, this is the only gem that you would use, right? So there's no awakened impale, so there's no loss value for using just a regular version compared to the awakened version, right? And I got 24 Divine's Orb. This is like mostly from Sixling Wender, which is come from Tabula. Tabula is like drop a lot. And then I got a bunch of Gem Cusser. This is just purely from almost purely, maybe like 80% of it from the what is it, like the gem, the 20% quality gems from the Scourge modifier. So yeah, that's really really easy. And I have set up the the Glenark now, but we're talking about that when I started doing the Glenark stuff. But for now, it just doesn't really matter because I'm not really starting doing it yet. But I mean, I can give you a little glimpse that I'm probably gonna do the scout farm, as I probably mentioned in the last video. But I don't know what the setup actually gonna be. I don't know what scarab I'm gonna use yet, and I don't even know if I am going for a Abyssal army. Even though it's like really really strong for a Abyssal army, it gives you twice as much monster from Abyss, but still Alva, it's very very strong as well. And if I run Tropical Island, I most likely kill the boss because the boss is pretty easy. You just run them and then kill them instantly. So it's probably going to be easy to sustain, the mission. I think so. Sustain the mission for the Alpha, it's probably going to be the way to go with the Tropical Island. But sustaining Alpha, it's pretty hard compared to just using Abyssal Army, because Abyssal Army doesn't really require you to sustain a master. You just need currency to buy a Beast Scarab. That's pretty much it. So you can force it on every single map. But Alpha, sometimes you have your Alpha down, so you're probably gonna get to like do a prophecy or whatever, those weird thing. And I'm probably gonna run prophecy as well. So I'm gonna try to juice as much as possible on these Glenark Karn. On the tier 3 maps, obviously, because I don't like running even a yellow tier map. Yellow tier map, even though it's easy, because you have enough damage, I think this character has enough damage to even go for red tier map, something like tier 12 or something. But I just don't like the modifier pool of it, especially the no regen on the yellow tier map, and higher. And then there's the curse one that's gonna give you maybe some temper chain. That early map you're gonna feel so bad because you're running Grease Embrace as well, so you're gonna run like really really slow and feeble. They're gonna give you less chance to crit, so you're gonna do less damage early on, but once you get the buffs going, it's still gonna be okay. And I have no bleed removal, so if get vulnerability early on into the map, running into some bow or some ranged monsters that can hit you from afar, you're gonna get bleed and you're gonna die. It's just inconvenience to do yellow tier maps or even like higher. So that's why I'm stuck in, I will be stick with the white tier map, just tier 3. The loot is going to be worse because you can't drop the awaken sextant, so you cannot really sustain your awaken sextant, so you have to buy them all the time. So that's just one cost that you have to pay. And there's a lot of things that you would normally get on the higher tier maps, such as like a good item that has required levels, such as like mage blood that people been talking about. Maybe it need like level 75 zone or more, so you can get a mage blood or something. But that thing, it's like really really rare to drop. And I know from a fact that I dropped a squire before, so it can drop a squire. So it's not that big of a deal, not that big of a loss, because it's really really rare anyway. So you don't really expect to get one mage blood from a map. Even if you run like a trillion maps, you should never expect it to get one. I mean, it could happen anytime, but you shouldn't expect it to get one, even if you run a high tier map. But I mean, therefore, if you are comfortable to run with higher tier map, you can go for it. It's going to be much more effective in terms of like sustaining your currency. It's going to be much easier to sustain your awakened sextant, so it's going to reduce the cost. And also you get better loot, you get a better loot pool as well. But yeah, like chance to avoid element is pretty annoying. I don't want to do that. A lot of curses, a lot of no regen. It's just not fun for me to do that. So, and I don't want to look at map mods, so I'm just gonna run a white tier map because I can run any map mod, uh, even with a weird combination, because I'm running the immune to shock. So the combination of shock, ground, and reflect still gonna deal damage to you if you not careful and not having this immunity shock up. So that's going to be it, guys, and hope you guys enjoyed this part. I'm probably gonna try to sell these or maybe just keep them because I just don't like selling these things. Like I'm probably gonna run them on some of my character or even trying to whatever making a new character, try to run them or something. But I don't know. This is gonna be just in my stash, I guess. I'm not gonna use them yet. I'm probably gonna try to use them later. But yeah, these things are going away for sure because I'm not gonna level them. I don't have enough currency yet to buy Enlighten and level Enlighten that I would feel good enough to vow them. Even though like level 4 would be like 17 or 18 exalts, it's still a lot of risk and you have to spend a lot of it to even get remotely close to get one corruption that go right for your gem. So that's pretty much it. And one nurses is pretty pathetic. At least I got to 6 sets now, so there's 2 sets more to go. I hope that I get lucky in the next 2 runs, the next 2 sessions, because this is gonna take forever to finish the series. I think we're gonna finish it like sooner because like with how insane the locks are and with how insane the Scourge mechanics is. But yeah, I mean, RNG is RNG in the end of the day, so I can't really force it. And hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. That's help channel. If you want anything, to know anything, or if you want any tips or trick, or want to ask me anything, you can write down below as well. And see you guys on the next video. Bye.